I don't understand able people most of the time. I mean, my sister is a wheelchair user. She has a power wheelchair who she's keeping in the place where all the bikes are because she can't have it at home because the wheelchair is too big for the elevator. And someone who is like not running the building but managing the building, I will say that, came to her today and she was, oh, you use too much power for your wheelchair. It's not okay. Can you imagine if every owner of electric bikes were doing the same? We have to pay for that. And Sarah was, well, before having my power wheelchair, I talked with the one who is like owning the building, and they said that it was okay because a full draft was 80 cents for having full power in her wheelchair. And so she's doing that twice a week. And she's not even doing the full stuff because she doesn't need to. So she didn't understand what that lady was just like harassing her like that. And she was, oh, but you have to contact that person, that person, that person. And Sarah was, actually, I have a curator. I am not able to do administrative stuff. Oh, but that's easy. You can do it. Nya, 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 nya. And Sarah was, no. And I was proud. When she told me that, I was proud that she could advocate for herself because in that level of stress, I am not sure that I would have been able to because she just came back from the hospital seeing her grandma. She was already stressed. And that person was really going on her, like harassing her and saying stuff about the wheelchair and that she has to do better, blah, blah, blah. And so I was, well, I could be a disturbance too if I want to, because the door is not accessible enough. It's not big enough. And she was, oh, I think it's big enough. And so I'm like, yeah, look. And there's a part in her wheelchair with completely damaged already because the door is too thin. And every time that she's crossing the door, because it's not accessible, and it could be because it's just stupidly made, she's damaging her wheelchair. And at that point, she felt a bit bad and, oh, okay, well, blah, blah, blah. And Sarah told me that tonight and she was crying. I mean, just leave disabled people alone. And if you have a problem with that, if you think that the person is doing something bad, uh, talk to the people who are owning the place and they will explain to you, because don't go on disabled people like you always do with my neighbor too. I could talk about my neighbor a lot because there's a lot of problem with that too. They're really ableist. It's a shame.